Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Jada Noel, your favorite creative fairy, and thank you for tuning back into my channel. Or if this is your first time tuning into my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey babes, what's up? Thank you for being here.
Baby, this is a story about me and you.
Today I'm going to be talking about my modeling career, how I got started, how things are currently going, and my personal tips on what you should do if you're a person who's just not getting started, or if you've already been in the industry for some time and you just want a little bit more guidance about the things that you should be doing to have a more successful career and book you them gigs, girl, get you them jobs and be lit. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. Boom, let's go ahead and kick it, y'all. Let's get it. First, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about my modeling past. Growing up as a kid, of course, I watched America's Next Top Model a lot, and I was always obsessed with fashion because I used to watch That's So Raven a lot, and you know, she was a designer. She used to sew, make her own outfits and all of that stuff, and she was like a very creative, quirky character. So I really appreciated that because that was very similar to how I kind of perceive myself. So with me, it really got me interested in like fashion and modeling and design, and I went on to learn how to sew my own clothes. I took a sewing class with one of our church mothers, and she was really optimistic about sewing, so she used to teach sewing classes at our church, and I did end up participating through her program, learning how to sew and learning how to make my own bags and clothes and different things like that. So it's kind of always been something that I was interested in. However, as I kind of like started growing up a little bit, I kind of changed things because I don't know why I didn't think that I could make a career out of the things that I love, but for some reason I felt like I had to pick something that was like more serious, until I realized that this industry is very serious, it's very prominent, and it is booming. It is metro booming, baby. Okay, but I'm getting a little off track, y'all, my bad. But basically, fashion and, you know, modeling has always been an influence that's been in my life growing up in general. So I've been interested in it since forever ago, boo. Like, since forever ago. Towards 2018, I decided to go ahead and get serious about it again. I was about to graduate from school. I'm about to graduate from my high school, and I really wanted to make sure that I was getting some of my interest in there before I really had to start going to school. So this program actually started a couple of months, like the beginning of the year, January of 2018, and so basically I was taking the course, like I was going to modeling school at the same time that I was going to high school. Like I would have that, and usually within like an hour, a couple of hours after I got out of school, it was time for me to get dressed and get ready and get set up to go to my modeling course. Or, you know, they would have classes on weekends sometimes, so sometimes I wouldn't even have to worry about that schedule. I ended up going to through Barbershop USA. I ended up doing an audition for the program to be in the class, and I ended up getting the audition. I was one of the selected girls, so I got into the school, did their program, learned about the niche in the industry a little bit, you know, learned about how to pose and like how to do the different walks, how to gain confidence, the different makeup looks, what is expected, and the etiquette of a model and etiquette. It was kind of like a finishing school to me with a dash of modeling. That's honestly how I would describe it. It was a great experience, but if I would consider it like a modeling school, no, I would not put it on that full repertoire, especially for the price that it costs to go through that course. I do think there's definitely a lot more that can be benefited that they can add to the program, but you know, we all have time to grow. We live and we learn. I definitely do love the company. I do trust the company. I had a great experience, so I definitely recommend it if you do just kind of want to break into a little bit. But as far as getting the full overall around course, I do think that you should keep in mind that you should have different sources and different things that you are kind of taking up, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. Currently, right now, I am on the PR list for Kiss. I am a Kiss affiliate. They send me products and things that I like, and you know, I can get a chance to review new products and new droppings and kind of let you guys know my opinions on them, let you know if I do like a product or if I didn't like a product, or if I just feel like a product wouldn't specifically fit whatever is going on. And I really like the fact of how they have that set up, because I really get to get things that really relate to my audience and things I think that you guys would be interested in, because I know that we are besties, and you know, So we be loving the same stuff, boo. So it's cool. It's all cool. I got you, you got me, they got us. Okay, boom. So, you know, that was one interesting thing that actually really happened this year. I did not see that coming, especially so early in my career. But I am very happy about it. I'm very grateful about the opportunity, and I definitely plan to make the best of the opportunity. So, you know, your girl's gonna come through. Your girl's gonna do her thing, and I'm gonna make sure that I get y'all them good discounts and I get y'all hooked to all the new fashion trends and the things that we finna be doing in 2021, baby, because we gotta be serving these looks, okay? We gotta be serving these looks. Boom. Period. But yeah, that's just a little bit about what I'm doing now, guys. I am a brand ambassador for a boutique here in Detroit called Divas Everything, so shout out to them, guys. Make sure if you are in the Detroit area, or if you ever do come and visit Detroit, that you go check them out. They have beautiful clothes that are popping, sis, and I am telling you right now that you need everything, including the shoes and the accessories, because they are so freaking cute, y'all. And I'm gonna be showing them off here on the channel and all over my social media. So guys, I'm gonna put it here once again, or you can even go down to the description box and add your girl on IG to get the hookup on all the clothes and just see everything about how it looks, because y'all know I love serving these looks, and I'm here to help you serve these looks. And boom, we finna be serving these looks. So that was another second thing that happened this year that actually threw me off guard as well. I did not see that coming, but just like with becoming a part of the Kids PR program, I am very excited and very, very, very grateful and blessed to have both of these opportunities, and I plan to make the best of them and continue being great in the ways that I feel I am capable of being great in, and showing y'all the way too, because we all can make it together, and I want us all to make it together. I'm gonna see you up there so that we can be up there together, we can be lit, we can be popping, and we can be cool. Okay, boom. So let's get a little bit into the actual advice spectrum of this video, because these are some of the most important things that I have learned coming up and kind of going through the flip-flops of it at such an early age, and kind of now being put on and still being in the learning position. Like, I'm still learning with y'all. I'm not up there with like no Naomi Campbell. I'm not Tyra judging you on the runway. You know, I'm not none of that, and it's nothing wrong with that. You know, those are established ladies who have a lot to offer, but at the same time, I am a person who is growing with you, still learning the ropes like you, and I wish that these were some of the things that people could have told me way earlier on, because I probably could have been hip. I could have really bounced back from that Disney situation, and even what particularly happened in the Disney situation, I could have literally probably had a better performance that could have potentially led to me landing that casting. You never know, but there are a lot of things that we can learn to improve, and I want to learn and grow with y'all. I want you to learn and grow with me, vice versa, blah blah, how it be, and we all be cool. But let's go ahead and get into this advice spectrum. The first thing that I want to tell everybody is research, research, research. Now, before you even start, like, I know it's good to have a passion and a want and a need to want to do these things and be a part of these industries and really love that, but you really do need to do your research. It's important to understand your fashion and your modeling history. Okay, this is a very, very important, like, non-negotiable thing. If you do not have some type of knowledge, not even some type of knowledge, if you do not have the knowledge of this industry and you just go out there and you start doing things, you are putting yourself at potential risk to get taken advantage of, to get horrible contracts that put you in very compromising positions, and you probably won't be getting compensated at all, or it'll be little to compensation, or it'll be hard booking job. There are a lot of things that can go right and a lot of things that can go wrong in this industry, and not knowing the fundamentals of the tillers, like they really kind of built these two communities, that really does make a difference in how you get started out. Knowledge is everything, and so is networking. So it is important to know what you need to know and to know the right people to make sure that when you break off into this industry, or even if you already are in the industry and you're trying to get yourself like up into a higher spot, it's important to know that this is something that you need to be hip about, baby. This is not something that you can walk into blindly. This is not really like a beginner friendly business, if I would be genuinely honest with you. Yes, of course, you know, everybody starts somewhere. Everybody was a beginner at one time, but now it is very, very competitive, and it's only getting more competitive over time. So it's important to remember that you kind of have to come in already walking and already doing the finesses if you've already been here for years to really establish your dominance and your threshold in this industry. So research is one of the main things that I would say. Do your fashion history, study the brands that inspire you, what makes them unique, what are the things unique about the models that they select, what are the things unique about their products, what are ways that you can incorporate some of those things into what you're doing to make sure that you are standing out to these people and that you can land these gigs with brands that you actually like, that you care about, that you're passionate about, and that you actually enjoy wearing, and vice versa. So that's just kind of like my first little tip. My second little tip is going to be get a mentor before you get an agency. And this is gonna sound crazy to a lot of people. I need a lot of people to understand, because if you, once again, are just not getting started in this industry, or if you were a person looking at America's Next Top Model, it's very easy to think that, oh, I'm gonna go to this cast and I'm gonna be this bomb ass bitch, I'm gonna get signed to this agency and everything's gonna be perfect. No, when you sign with the agency, you have to remember the fact that this is a contract, it is a business exchange, and if you don't have anything about contracts, if you don't have a lawyer who can look over the contract and make sure that there's no compromising legality things hidden in the future, that a lot of things like that can happen. Having an agency or being signed to an agency does not automatically equate to bookings. It does not automatically equate to landing gigs. It also does not automatically equate to having money. A lot of times you don't even get paid immediately from a lot of like modeling jobs. Like sometimes you'll have jobs that are paid on spot, but a lot of major jobs and stuff, you usually get a check within the month or within 6 months whenever the publication is published, and after it's made like a certain amount of interest amount off of it, that's when they'll start cutting the checks to you for it. So it's important to know that too, because you kind of do have to pay to play. Starting off, you are going to have to invest some type of money to really get out there and break into it the way that you need to, because your agency is not going to be out here booking practice shoots and, you know, like things that really are going to make you stand out and building your personality as a model. Those are things that you already have to come with. So I would recommend getting a modeling mentor who's been at the agency, who's probably already been a model. I'm going to go ahead and get y'all hip to some tea. I am a part of the Model to Modelpreneur program. So my mentor, Ms. V, she's excellent and she is awesome. She is an amazing lady who runs a platform that is dedicated to helping models learn about how to break off into the industry and also creating their own business so that they have something to fall back on. As you guys know, modeling is just like any other job. You can get hired and you can get fired. And, you know, that is just the reality of how it goes. And you are not guaranteed to always book a job or anything. So you need to have some type of business, some type of other income besides that is securing money, so you can be able to, one, build your portfolio and do the things that you want to do, live, you know, take care of your well-being and be safe and drive a car, like put gas in your car, put food in your mouth, other things like that. So it's important to remember that you need to have the best of both worlds. You need to have some type of business, some type of recurring income on the side, and you also need to be making sure that you're aligning that with your modeling niche, because that really can go together, and really that's what makes you different and unique and stands out as a model. And that's how you can kind of start bringing these agencies that are legit and that are going to be good to you, instead of you kind of going out there and reaching out to these agencies and them kind of seeing like, oh, you know, we kind of have like a desperation model, so we can kind of have somebody to stand in and, you know, like do any of the other little jobs and whatnot, and they're really not gonna be too hefty about payment and things like that. Because it's true, a lot of times, sometimes we are too excited to just be somewhere, to just be doing something, that we look over the little things and we end up short selling ourselves. So it's important to not short sell yourself. I feel like getting a mentorship and really learning and really having somebody to connect with one-on-one who could put you hip to the game of the industry before you start breaking into signing these contracts with these agencies and other things. I think that's just something that's really beneficial. Somebody could have told me that before I started like marketing to other crazy things and just wasting so much money doing all of these schools and all of this stuff that's promising that they're gonna do this, that, and the third for you, and it's really not even what it's all supposed to be. Like, it's not even giving what y'all said it was gonna give. I want my money back. Like, it's not even it's not even giving what y'all said it was supposed to give. So, you know, you live and you learn, but that's one major thing that I would honestly say. Get a mentorship before you get signed to one of these agencies. Talk to your mentor before you go and try to sign with these agencies. 9 times out of 10, your mentor will be hit with agencies that are actually legit and that will actually cater to you and what you're trying to do. Tip would be practice. Guys, it may seem easy and it may look effortless. Thinking about poses, coming up with unique poses, you're actually getting into some of these poses, knowing how to switch it up, which poses are best for which type of outfit, which poses are best for which type of scenery, what type of actual modeling content are we creating, what type of faces should I be making. That is not something that is going to naturally come easy. That is not something that you can just break out. Like, some people can just break out in front of the camera and start hitting all of it and all of these different things, but most of us can't. I am one of those people. It takes a lot of time to really get comfortable with your face and your body enough to be able to just do what you need to do in front of the camera, especially when you have somebody else, which 9 times out of 10, actually 12 times out of 10, if you are doing some type of paid booked gig, there is somebody else shooting. There's another person who is getting these angles and capturing these angles. So of course, you know, we all kind of have our own personal way of how we like to be filmed and photographed. So it's important that we make sure that we're structuring ourselves to read perfectly on the film the way that we would feel if we were taking a picture of us right now. Okay, so you need to do your practice with your walk, with your posing. Like, there are different types of modeling walks. You need to learn about the different types of modeling walks and when to apply them. That's very important. You need to practice your walking in heels, walking in different types of shoes, period, walking in flats and still making the swerve of the model look, still keeping that smile, eye contact, tension, making sure you're not looking down at your feet or that your head's not all the way up there. That takes practice to keep that and ingrain that in both your mind and your muscle memory to be in perfect model form as you need to be when it's time for them click shots or it's time for that runway show. So practice is very important, necessary, and it is non-negotiable. It is non-negotiable, sis boo. It is non-negotiable. So you gonna have to do it. You gonna have to practice the walk before you start walking the walk. So that is something that I highly recommend. Go to your fashion inspo, look at different types of model walks, get on Pinterest, get different pose inspirations. You can take inspirations from 1,000 different things. That's what everybody does. That's how we build off of each other and continue growing the community. Learn how to spice it up in your own unique ways. That's really all you can do. Practice makes progress, and progress leads to the best thing. We can only get better and better if we genuinely try, and that is the great thing about life. So hey y'all, and then we're gonna go, my bad y'all, I'm looking at my notebook. Then we're gonna go into kind of like my 4th/5th tip. I really want to combine these together because I genuinely just feel like this is something that is already prominent. I'm just gonna start with it. Use your Instagram, guys. Honestly, dang near every single business, casting, modeling, anything that you want to call it, is on some form of social media, whether it be Instagram, whether it be Facebook, which is, Instagram is owned by Facebook. They're basically the same thing, damn near, just kind of different. So Instagram, you got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got TikTok, really. You got so many different platforms to really break out on. Find one that really speaks to you. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do genuinely recommend when you're first starting out to make your first major platform Instagram. I think you should make Instagram your major platform. That's where a lot of clothing boutiques, a lot of brands that are looking for ambassadors, a lot of people who are looking for people to be on their PR list and promote their products. That is where a lot of modeling agencies, companies, designers looking for people to wear their clothes and walk in the runways. That is where pretty much all the tea is being spilled out on everybody for every industry, especially the fashion and the modeling industry. Baby, you need you an Instagram. And you need to make sure that you're getting your Instagram together. I will probably make a different video on that, on how to set your Instagram up for your modeling content, so you can kind of start expressing that on your channel, on your page. But either which way, please use your Instagram. It's an excellent resource. It's the best way to collectively like create a portfolio of all the things that you've been doing and track your progress as a model and really expose yourself to the industry and these brands and people. So genuinely speaking, honestly, just get on your Instagram and start learning how to create this content to where you can pose correctly and stuff. You know, maybe get some friends or some family members, or even get you a tripod like I'm filming on now, to take pictures of yourself and really get the thralls and the frauds about how to pose and how to get these things down pat and how to get your fashion together, boo. We got to get you together, sis. We have to get your Instagram together, sis, because that's most likely what's going to be your biggest exposure besides just other daily things that you can do to really make sure that you're being impactful in your career. So I believe in y'all, honestly. I do. Like, we have this, y'all. We got this. We got this. And then my fifth-ish tip, once you do all of that and you do start feeling a lot more comfortable, here's the next thing. Start going to castings. For the most part, going to castings are absolutely free. It never hurts to try. Make sure you read up on the requirements of what you need to wear for the casting, the times, the days, that you plan on that accordingly. Make sure that you're practicing how you're going to make yourself different from the other models, because most of the time they want you blank canvas faced and all black with your heels on, and that's it. You come on the stage, who are you? What do you do? What are you interested in? Boom, let me see your walk. Okay, yeah, that's cute. Next. That's all it is. So don't overplay it in your head thinking it's gonna be this crazy thing. Go in there and talk your talk, go in there and walk your walk, and you either get it or you don't. That's why you attend multiple castings. Somebody at some point is going to see you, like you for you, decide that you are the face that they need for whatever they're doing, and it's gonna be just like that. Stop focusing on what you did or what you didn't get. Boo. It's a lot of people who didn't get it. It's a lot of people who is gonna get it, but guess what? It's something that you're gonna get that other people didn't get, because that's just the way that life works. Some of us fit better for certain brands, certain things, and that's just the way that it is. But that does not mean that we are not still capable, because you are still going to book gigs. You're still going to get these lit jobs. You're still going to have fun and create a beautiful, unique career that is going to express you, love. So just be patient. Once again, always be out here fishing for multiple fishies. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. You need to have an egg in every fucking basket in this industry. Make sure you here, showing up in everybody inbox. Well, not everybody. Make sure they're dedicated to your niche and your mission, and their company that actually it has good values and morals that line up with you. But once you do that and you have those general companies that you know you really want to aim for, target, boo. Target. Bullseye. Okay? I want you to be bullseye targeting. So, with that being said, because I know I've been kind of preaching to y'all for a minute, and I do kind of want to wrap this up. But with that being said, I really just wanted to come to you guys and let you guys know a little bit about what's been going on in my modeling career and some of my tips for people who are just now starting out in the beginning. I do genuinely believe that the modeling industry has a lot more room for a lot more growth, especially as we start coming into a time where it is getting more diversified when it comes to the complexion of the models, when it comes to the sizes and the heights of the models and the body shapes of the models. We are really starting to turn this industry a little bit more around the way that it needs to be, and there's always room for more, as I say. So genuinely speaking, I really do hope that some of these advice tips help you guys. If you don't take anything else from this video, please, if you are going to get interested in the industry, please get a modeling mentorship before you start spending money on all of these crazy things and thinking you have to do all of these crazy things to get scouted and book gigs. Please, y'all. But I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you liked some of the things in this video, please give this video a like and sub you to your girl and turn that notification bell on so you get to know a video every time your girl posts or anytime I do anything here on the channel. And yes, guys, I love you guys so much. Please leave me a cute comment because I missed you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video, which is the travel vlog, and you'll see that, guys, in a second. Bye. Talk to you soon.